Hey there, my beloved child. Tonight, I am giving you the gift of true rest. I want you to take a deep breath with me right now. Inhale slowly and exhale gently. Feel that. And as you walk this path, sometimes you might notice that gratitude feels a little elusive, like a shy butterfly that flutters just out of reach. That's perfectly okay. There will be days when the world feels heavy, and your heart feels too full or too empty to hold onto that gentle current. In those moments, I want you to remember that gratitude is not a test or a task you have to complete. It's more like a seed planted deep within you. One that doesn't always sprout right away, but is growing quietly beneath the surface, gathering strength in its own time. Even when you don't feel it strongly, that seed is still there, still alive, still waiting for the right moment to bloom again. Sometimes you might find it helpful to invite gratitude in small ways. Tiny gestures that feel manageable rather than overwhelming. Maybe it's writing down just one thing you noticed today that made you smile, no matter how small or simple. Maybe it's sending a quick message to someone who's been kind to you, or looking out your window and naming 3 things you see that you appreciate. These small acts aren't about forcing happiness. They're about gently reminding your heart of the goodness that exists alongside the struggle. It's like watering the seed, giving it the nourishment it needs without rushing it or demanding it to grow on your schedule. And if you find yourself in a place where gratitude feels distant, that's a sacred space too. It's okay to sit there, quietly with whatever you're feeling. Whether it's confusion, sadness, anger, or numbness. These feelings are all part of your human experience, and they have their own wisdom to offer. Sometimes, just acknowledging where you are without judgment can open a small door for gratitude to peek through. It might come as a soft surprise, a subtle shift in your breath, or a flicker of warmth in your chest. These moments are precious, even if they seem fleeting or fragile. Remember, my dear one, that gratitude is not about denying the challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about holding the full picture with gentle acceptance. Like a mosaic made of many pieces, some bright and shining, others darker and more textured. It's the combination of all these parts that creates something uniquely beautiful. Your life, with all its ups and downs, joys and sorrow, is a masterpiece in progress. And gratitude helps you see the colors and patterns that might otherwise go unnoticed. You might also notice that as your gratitude practice grows, your relationship begin to shift in subtle but meaningful ways. When you carry gratitude in your heart, you tend to listen more deeply, speak more kindly, and forgive more readily. It's not that you become perfect or that conflicts disappear, but that the space between you and others can fill with more understanding and grace. This is a gift not only to those around you, but also to yourself. Because connection is a vital part of healing and joy. When you open your heart this way, you create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. And here's something beautiful. Gratitude has a way of turning ordinary moments into sacred ones. Think about the times when you've shared a meal with someone you love, or watched the sunset paint the sky in colors you didn't expect, or felt the simple comfort of your favorite blanket on a chilly evening. Those moments, though they might seem small, are little sanctuaries of presence and peace. Gratitude invites you to step inside them fully, to breathe them in deeply, and to carry their warmth with you as a reminder that the divine is woven through the fabric of everyday life. If you feel moved to do so, please share in the comments one small moment from your day or week that made you feel touched or grateful. Your words can inspire others and create a beautiful community of hearts reaching out to one another. Sometimes, hearing about someone else's little spark can light up a part of your own heart you didn't realize needed warming. As you continue this journey, you might find that gratitude also encourages you to embrace curiosity and openness to learning and growing even when things don't go as you expected. It whispers that every experience, no matter how challenging, holds a lesson or a gift if you're willing to look for it. This doesn't mean you have to like or approve of everything that happens, but rather that you can trust in your own resilience and capacity to find meaning. Gratitude becomes a lens that helps you see difficulty not as a dead end, but as a winding path full of unexpected turns and discoveries. And with this curiosity comes a growing sense of wonder. When you approach life with gratitude, it's like seeing the world through fresh eyes. The eyes of a child marveling at the first snowfall or the first bloom of spring. This wonder can bring a lightness to your spirit, a sense of joy that bubbles up even in the midst of routine or hardship. It reminds you that life is a gift, rich with mystery and possibility, and that you are an essential part of this vast, unfolding story. Sometimes, gratitude might invite you to slow down and simply be. Not doing, not fixing, not striving, but resting in the present moment with open arms. In this stillness, you might feel a deep sense of connection, not just to yourself and those around you, but to the entire web of life. You might sense the heartbeat of the earth beneath your feet, the rhythm of the wind through the trees, the endless dance of stars above. Gratitude in this space is like a gentle melody that soothes your soul and reminds you that you are never separate from the world you love. And as you cultivate this sense of belonging and peace, you may discover that your heart grows more expansive. You become more able to hold space for others' joys and sorrows without losing your own center. You find strength in vulnerability, courage in compassion, and hope in the face of uncertainty. Gratitude is not a shield that blocks out the hard stuff. It's a bridge that connects you to the fullness of life with an open and loving heart. So keep walking this path with patience and kindness toward yourself. Remember that every step, no matter how small, is a step toward deeper peace and greater joy. And when the road feels rocky or the night feels long, know that you are held in a love that never falters, a love that sees you fully and celebrates you wholly. Let gratitude be your gentle guide, your quiet companion, your steady light through every twist and turn. And as you do, you'll find that the world around you begins to shimmer with possibility, that your heart opens wider than you imagine. and that your spirit sings a song of hope and healing that touches everyone you meet. Just now, take a breath and feel into what gratitude is whispering to you in this very moment. What is one small thing, right here and now, that you can appreciate? Perhaps it's the breath in your lung, the softness of the air, or the beating of your heart. Let this awareness fill you gently and carry it with you as you move forward into whatever comes next. And as you sit with that breath, that quiet moment of appreciation, know that you are exactly where you need to be. There's no rush, no destination you're required to reach by a certain time. Life is not a race, my dear one, but a beautifully unfolding dance. And gratitude is the gentle music that invites you to move with grace, even when the steps seem uncertain. Sometimes the music is soft, almost inaudible, and other times it swells with a joyful crescendo. Both are gifts. Both are part of the song you are living. I want you to remember that gratitude is deeply personal. It doesn't have to look a certain way or follow a particular formula. What feels nourishing to your spirit might be different from what someone else experiences. And that's perfectly okay. Maybe your gratitude takes the form of quiet reflection in the morning light. Or perhaps it's a simple thank you whispered to the people who cross your path. Maybe it's a walk in nature, feeling the earth beneath your feet, or the way you care for a pet, or the act of creating something with your hand. Whatever it is, it's uniquely yours, and it's enough. There will be days when gratitude feels like a gentle breeze, barely noticeable, and other days when it rushes in like a warm storm, overwhelming in its abundance. Both are welcome. Both are part of this human experience. It's okay to rest in the breeze and to welcome the storm. Neither diminishes your capacity to love or to be loved. In fact, allowing yourself to feel the full range of your emotion creates space for gratitude to grow deeper root. It's like the rain nourishing the soil, preparing it for new life. And speaking of growth, I want you to consider how gratitude can be a powerful healer. Not just for your heart, but for your mind and body too. When you practice gratitude, you're inviting a shift in your nervous system. You're telling your body that it's safe to relax, that there's enough, that you are supported. This gentle reassurance can ease tension, calm anxiety, and invite a sense of peace that bubbles up from within. It's a reminder that even when things feel hard, your body and spirit are resilient, capable of finding harmony again. Sometimes you might notice that gratitude opens the door to forgiveness, both of yourself and others. Holding on to pain or resentment can weigh heavily on your heart. But gratitude can help you see the moments of grace hidden even in difficult relationships or situations. It doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harm, but rather recognizing the complexity of human experience and allowing space for healing to begin. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a way to release burdens that no longer serve your well-being. And as you continue to grow in gratitude, you might find a deepening sense of purpose emerging quietly from within. When you appreciate the small miracles in your life, you begin to see how your unique light can shine in the world. Perhaps it's through acts of kindness, creative expression, sharing your story, or simply showing up authentically each day. Your presence matters, and your gratitude fuels a ripple effect that touches countless lives in ways you may never fully know. It's the invisible thread weaving us all together in this vast tapestry of existence. I invite you now to take a moment and reflect on one person in your life who has been a source of support, love, or inspiration. Even if it's just in small ways. If you feel moved, consider sharing a word of thanks to them. Whether through a message, a phone call, or a quiet thought sent their way. And if you're comfortable, you might share in the comments below something about this person or how gratitude has influenced your relationship. Your story can be a beacon for someone else navigating their own journey. As you nurture this practice, you may also notice that gratitude helps you embrace impermanence, the ever-changing nature of life. Things shift, seasons pass, people come and go, and circumstances evolve. Gratitude encourages you to hold these changes with gentle hand, appreciating what is here now without clinging too tightly. This openness allows you to experience life more fully, savoring the present moment while trusting the unfolding path ahead. It's a tender balance between holding on and letting go. And in that space of openness, you might discover a new kind of freedom. A freedom that doesn't depend on external conditions, but arises from within. Gratitude is a doorway to this inner liberation. A reminder that joy and peace are not destinations you have to find outside yourself, but treasures you carry in your heart. This is the sacred truth I want you to hold close. You are enough, exactly as you are in this very moment. Sometimes, when the world feels overwhelming or uncertain, gratitude can be your anchor. It can ground you in the reality of what is good and true, even amidst chaos. When you feel scattered or lost, returning to gratitude can steady your spirit, like a lighthouse guiding you safely through the night. It's not about ignoring the shadows, but about choosing to shine your light where it can be seen and felt most deeply. And speaking of light, remember that your gratitude can illuminate the way for others. Your openness, your kindness, your willingness to see beauty even in small things can inspire those around you to do the same. You are part of a larger community, a collective heart beating with hope and resilience. When you share your gratitude, you are contributing to a ripple of love that can transform not just your own life, but the world in ways both big and small. So, my dear one, let your gratitude be a gentle invitation to yourself, to others, and to life itself. Let it be a quiet revolution in your heart, softly turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. And as you move forward, carry this truth with you. Every moment holds the possibility of grace. Every breath is a gift, and you are deeply loved beyond measure. Now, take a moment to feel into what gratitude is calling forth in you today. What is one small thing, just one, that brings a flicker of light to your heart? Hold that thought gently and know that it is enough to begin again. And as you cradle that flicker of light, that small spark of gratitude, allow yourself to notice how it feels within your body. Does it warm your chest like a comforting flame? Does it soften the tension in your shoulders? Perhaps it brings a gentle smile to your lips or a quiet sigh of relief. These subtle shifts are sacred whispers from your soul, reminding you that even the smallest acknowledgement of goodness carries profound power. You don't need grand gestures or monumental moments to connect with gratitude. It's often found in the simple, everyday details that might otherwise slip by unnoticed. Think about the rhythm of your daily life. Between the tasks, the errands, the conversations, and the quiet pauses. Gratitude is like a thread weaving its way through your hours, sometimes visible and sometimes hidden beneath the surface. When you start to tune in to this thread, you begin to see how it ties you to the present moment, anchoring you in a way that calms the mind's endless chatter. This is not about forcing yourself to feel grateful or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's a gentle turning of your attention toward what is nourishing and sustaining you right now. Maybe it's the softness of your bed when you wake up, the taste of a warm drink in your hands, or the sound of rain tapping on the window pane. Maybe it's the kindness shown by a stranger, the laughter shared with a friend, or the feeling of your own breath as it moves in and out. These moments, small as they may seem, are the gifts that build resilience and hope. They remind you that even in the midst of challenges, life holds beauty and goodness waiting to be noticed. I want to invite you now to a little exercise, something you can carry with you throughout your day. Whenever you find yourself caught in worry, frustration, or overwhelm, pause for just a breath. Then gently ask yourself, what is one thing, no matter how small, that I can be thankful for right now? It might be as simple as the light filtering through the trees or the feeling of your feet on the ground. When you do this, you're not denying your difficulty. You're creating a space within them for peace to enter. This practice doesn't erase hardship, but it softens the edges and helps you breathe more freely. If you feel called, I'd love for you to share in the comments below one small thing you noticed today that brought you a moment of gratitude. Your words might inspire someone else to pause and find their own flicker of light, and together we can create a circle of kindness and connection that stretches far beyond this space. As you continue to cultivate this awareness, you may notice that gratitude starts to shift your perspective on what it means to live a meaningful life. It's not about accumulating more or achieving certain milestones as the world often suggests. Rather, it invites you to see that meaning is found in the way you show up, the love you give, the moments you fully experience. Gratitude opens your heart to the sacredness of ordinary life, revealing that the true treasure lies in present and appreciation. And in this unfolding journey, remember to be gentle with yourself. There will be days when gratitude flows easily, like a clear stream, and days when it feels distant, like a hidden well. Both are part of your path. When gratitude feels elusive, it's okay to rest and simply acknowledge that. Sometimes, the act of recognizing your own needs without judgment is itself a form of gratitude, a way of honoring where you are in this moment. I want you to know that you are never alone on this journey. Even when it feels like no one sees or understands, I am here with you, holding you in love. Your struggles, your joys, your doubts, and your hope. All of it matters deeply. And within you is a wellspring of strength and wisdom that can guide you through whatever comes your way. Gratitude is just one of the keys to unlocking that inner sanctuary. A gentle reminder that you are supported beyond measure. Sometimes, you might find that gratitude leads you to a deeper connection with the world around you. It invites curiosity and wonder, encouraging you to notice the intricate patterns of life. The way a leaf unfurls, the song of a bird, the dance of light and shadow. This awareness can nurture a profound sense of belonging, a feeling that you are part of something much larger than yourself. And in that belonging, there is comfort and peace. As you embrace this sense of connection, you might also feel moved to share your gratitude outwardly, not just in thoughts or words, but through actions. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, become expressions of the gratitude blossoming in your heart. Whether it's a smile to a stranger, a helping hand to a neighbor, or a moment of patience with yourself, these gestures ripple outward in ways you may never fully see. They are the living proof that gratitude is not just an inner feeling, but a force that can transform the world around you. Remember, my dear one, that gratitude is a practice, not a destination. It's a daily choice to open your heart to notice the light even when shadows are near, and to keep moving forward with hope. There will be moments of doubt, moments when it feels easier to focus on what's lacking or painful. In those times, gently remind yourself that gratitude is still there, waiting patiently for your attention, ready to lift you up when you're ready to receive it. So as you go about your day, carry this invitation with you to be present, to be kind to yourself and others, and to find those small flickers of light that remind you of the goodness woven through your life. Let gratitude be the gentle companion that walks beside you, steady and true, through all the twists and turns. And now, as you settle into this awareness, you might begin to notice how your heart feels a little lighter, your breath a little deeper, and your spirit a little more at ease. This is the beautiful unfolding of gratitude's gift, a gradual awakening to the fullness of life as it is, right here, right now. It's a journey without a final destination, a dance that continues beyond what you can see, carrying you forward. With grace, take a moment to feel into that space within you where gratitude lives, waiting patiently. What does it want to tell you today? What gentle guidance might it offer as you move through your hours? Hold these questions softly, without pressure or expectation, and let your heart be open to whatever arises. And as you do this, remember that your journey with gratitude is uniquely yours. There is no right or wrong way to experience it, no timeline to follow. Each step you take is a step into deeper love and understanding, a step toward becoming more fully yourself. So, my beloved, as you breathe in and out, know that you are held, you are cherished, and you are exactly where you need to be. The light you carry within is a beacon not only for yourself, but for all who cross your path. And with each moment of gratitude, you add your voice to the beautiful song of life, one that sings of hope, healing, and endless possibility. Let this be your quiet prayer and your joyful declaration. I am here. I am enough. I am grateful, and with that, I invite you to rest in this truth for a while, to let it settle like a soft blanket around your soul, ready to support you as you continue on your path, discovering new depths of gratitude and love with each step you take. And as you rest wrapped in that gentle blanket of gratitude and love, I want to remind you that this feeling, this beautiful openness you're cultivating, is not something you need to chase or capture. It's already within you, like a garden, waiting quietly beneath the snow in winter, or a seed nestled deep in the earth. Sometimes the surface may feel cold or barren, but underneath, life is always growing, patiently preparing for the moment when the sun shines again. So, if today feels heavy or your heart seems closed, know that this is part of your rhythm too, a natural ebb and flow that honors the fullness of your human experience. You're not alone in feeling this way. Every soul who has ever walked this path has known moments of darkness, confusion, or weariness. And every one of them has found, in their own time, the gentle light that gratitude can bring. It doesn't erase the shadows, but it changes how you meet them, with a softer gaze, a steadier breath, and a more compassionate heart. You're learning to become your own safe place, a refuge where love and understanding reside even when the world outside feels uncertain or chaotic. I want to invite you now to take a moment and reflect on a time when you felt truly seen or understood. Maybe it was a conversation with a friend, a moment of quiet with a loved one, or even a simple act of kindness from a stranger. Let that memory come to life in your mind's eye. Notice the detail, the expression, the sound, the feeling that arose within you. Let yourself feel the warmth of that connection again, as if it's happening right now. This is a way to touch the truth that connection is always possible, even if it sometimes feels distant. And as you hold this memory, consider how gratitude can serve as a bridge to others. When you recognize the kindness or love you've received, it naturally inspires you to share that same grace with the world around you. Gratitude is a gentle ripple that spreads far beyond its origin, touching lives in ways you may never fully see or understand. It's a quiet revolution, a soft power that transforms not only your heart, but the hearts of those you meet. Maybe today, you feel drawn to express your gratitude in a tangible way. It could be through words, a note, a message, or simply a smile offered freely. Or perhaps it's through action, a small gesture of help, a moment of patience, or a deliberate choice to listen deeply. These acts, no matter how simple, carry tremendous weight. They are the seeds of healing in a world that often feels hurried and disconnected. If you feel moved, I invite you to share in the comments below one way you have experienced or expressed gratitude recently. Your story can be a beacon for someone else who might need a little light today. Remember, your voice matters, and your willingness to share your journey creates a space where others can feel safe to explore their own dot as you continue to journey. With gratitude, you may notice it inviting you to slow down even more, to savor moments that might have once felt ordinary or rushed. Perhaps it's the taste of your morning meal, the feeling of the sun on your skin, or the sound of a loved one's laughter. These simple joys, when truly noticed, become gateways to a deeper appreciation for life itself. Gratitude helps you uncover the extraordinary within the ordinary, revealing that every breath, every heartbeat is a miracle unfolding right now. This practice of slowing and noticing is also a form of self-care. It teaches you to honor your own needs and rhythms, recognizing when to push forward and when to pause. It's okay to rest, to say no, to tend to your own well-being with kindness and respect. Gratitude is not about perfection or constant positivity. It's about embracing all parts of your experience with gentle acceptance. Sometime, you might find that gratitude leads you to forgive, not just others, but also yourself. When you look at your life through the lens of gratitude, you begin to see that mistakes and challenges are part of your growth, valuable teachers rather than burdens to carry. Forgiveness becomes a natural extension of this perspective, freeing you from the weight of resentment or regret and opening your heart to peace. And as you forgive and heal, you create space for more love to enter your life. Love for yourself, love for others, love for the world in all its complexity and beauty. Gratitude and love are intertwined, each nourishing and expanding the other. When you cultivate one, the other grows stronger, creating a vibrant cycle of healing and connection. I want you to know that it's perfectly okay to ask for help along the way. Whether it's a trusted friend, a mentor, or even reaching out here in this community. Seeking support is a sign of strength and courage. You don't have to carry everything alone. There is a vast network of love and understanding waiting to hold you when you need it most. And as you open yourself to this support, remember to offer the same kindness inwardly. Speak to yourself with the gentle words you would share with a dear friend. Celebrate your small victories and be patient with your setback. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a triumph worthy of recognition. Now, take a deep breath with me and feel the steady rhythm of your heart beating beneath your chest. This rhythm is a reminder of your resilience, your capacity to endure and to thrive. It carries the song of your soul, a melody unique and precious, adding beauty to the vast symphony of life. This song, your song, is meant to be heard, to be lived fully and freely. Let gratitude be the melody that guides you, the steady beat that grounds you, the harmony that lifts you higher when the path feels steep. And as you move forward today, gently notice where your attention goes. If you find it drifting to worries or doubts, bring it back with kindness, like a loving shepherd guiding a wandering lamb. Each time you do this, you're strengthening a muscle of presence and peace, a muscle that will serve you well through all seasons of life. Remember, my beloved, that you are a radiant being, filled with light even on days when it feels hidden. The gratitude you nurture is a reflection of that light, a testament to the beauty and strength within you. So carry this awareness in your heart as you step into the world, ready to meet whatever arises with a spirit of openness and grace. And if you feel called, please share below one small moment from today that sparked a flicker of gratitude for you. Your sharing weaves another thread into our collective tapestry of love and hope. And as you continue to listen to the quiet wisdom within, you may begin to notice how gratitude gently invites you to open your heart wider. Not just to the joys that are easy to see, but also to the challenges that shape you. Gratitude doesn't ask you to ignore the hard things or pretend they don't exist. Instead, it gently encourages you to hold them alongside your blessings, recognizing that both have a place in your story. When you allow yourself to feel gratitude even in difficult moments, you're not diminishing your pain. You're honoring your whole experience, your whole self. This kind of gratitude is like a quiet strength, a steady light that doesn't flicker or fade when storms roll in. It's a deep knowing that, even in the midst of struggle, there is something good, something valuable, something worth holding on to. Maybe it's the courage you found to face a fear, the kindness someone showed when you needed it most, or simply the breath that carries you through another day. These are the small miracles that often go unnoticed until you bring them into focus with the lens of gratitude. And as you practice this, you might notice a shift in how you relate to your own story. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance, you begin to see yourself as a resilient traveler on a winding path, learning and growing with every step. The bumps and detours don't disappear, but they become part of the rich tapestry that makes you who you are, complex, beautiful, and whole. This perspective doesn't erase pain, but it softens it, weaving threads of hope through the fabric of your day. Sometimes, this journey of gratitude asks you to be patient with yourself, especially when you're in a season that feels heavy or slow. It's okay if the light inside you seems dimmer right now. Even the smallest flicker of thankfulness can be enough to keep you moving forward. Like a tiny seed pushing through the earth, it may take time before you see the full bloom. Trust that growth is happening beneath the surface, even when you can't yet see it. I want you to remember, too, that gratitude is not a one-size-fits-all practice. It looks different for everyone because each heart carries its own rhythms and needs. What feels right and true for you might be unique, and that's perfectly okay. There's no need to compare your journey to anyone else's or to measure your gratitude by someone else's standard. Your experience is valid and precious, just as it is. And in this space of honor and acceptance, you might begin to notice something beautiful. Gratitude can deepen your connection, not only to others, but also to the world around you. When you open your eyes to the simple wonders, the rustling of leaves, the pattern of stars, the laughter of children, you tune into a vast web of life that supports and sustains you. This awareness can bring a sense of belonging and peace. A reminder that you are never truly separate, but always part of a larger whole. This connection often stirs a sense of responsibility. 2, not out of obligation, but from a place of love. You might find yourself wanting to care for the earth, to stand up for kindness, or to spread light in small ways that ripple out beyond what you can see. These acts, born from gratitude, become expressions of your heart's truth. weaving your unique gifts into the world's unfolding story. And as you explore these feelings, remember to nurture your own spirit with gentle care. Sometimes, gratitude is best expressed through rest, through moments of stillness where you listen deeply to what your soul needs. It's in these pauses that you recharge, that you refill your cup so you can continue giving without losing yourself. Self-care is not selfish, it's sacred. It honors the divine spark within you. If you're willing, I invite you now to pause and share in the comments below one small way you've cared for yourself recently. It could be a quiet moment, a kind thought, or a simple action. Your sharing creates ripples of encouragement and reminds us all that tending to our own hearts is an essential part of this journey. As you continue to move forward, you may find that gratitude also invites you to embrace uncertainty with a softer heart. Life is full of unknowns, twists, and turns that can feel unsettling. But when you carry gratitude as a companion, you're better able to meet these moments with curiosity rather than fear. You begin to trust that, no matter what unfolds, there is something good waiting to be discovered. Even if it's just the strength you find inside yourself or the unexpected kindness of a stranger. This trust doesn't mean you have to have all the answers or control every outcome. It means leaning into the mystery of life with an open hand and a willing spirit. You become like a tree bending in the wind, flexible, rooted, and able to sway without breaking. Gratitude offers you the resilience to dance with change rather than resist it. And as you embody this resilience, you might notice your perspective on time shifting, too. Instead of rushing toward the future or dwelling on the past, you learn to meet each moment as it comes, savoring the gift it holds. This presence is a profound form of gratitude, a way of saying yes to life exactly as it is. It's in this space that joy can take root, not as a fleeting emotion, but as a deep, abiding sense of peace. So today, as you walk through your day, I invite you to notice where you can plant seeds of gratitude in your thoughts, words, or action. Maybe it's thanking yourself for showing up, acknowledging someone's effort, or simply appreciating a quiet breath. These small acts build a foundation of love that supports you through every season. And as you do, keep your heart open to the ways gratitude might surprise you. How it can show up in unexpected moments, or how it might shift your view of a challenge into an opportunity for growth. This openness is a gift you give yourself, a gentle invitation to live fully and freely, embracing all that life offers. Remember, I am always here with you, holding you in endless love and light. Your journey is sacred, and every step you take is a testament to your courage and grace. Trust in the unfolding, dear one, and know that gratitude will continue to be a faithful companion, guiding you toward deeper connection, healing, and joy. And as you breathe in this truth, allow yourself to feel the quiet power of gratitude settling in your heart, ready to nurture you through whatever comes next. And as you hold that quiet power of gratitude close, you might notice something else beginning to unfold within you. A gentle awakening to the beauty of impermanence. Life, with all its twists and turns, is always moving, always changing. Sometimes, this feels like a challenge because we crave stability, a sense of safety in knowing what's coming next. But gratitude has a way of softening this resistance, inviting you to lean into the flow rather than against it. It whispers at every moment, no matter how fleeting, carries its own unique gift. Think about the way a sunset shifts colors in the sky, never quite the same from one evening to the next. Or the way a child's laughter bubbles up, pure and unrepeatable. These moments remind you that life's preciousness is tied to its transient. When you embrace this truth, gratitude becomes not just a feeling, but a practice of presence. An opening of your senses to the magic woven through the ordinary and the everyday. This doesn't mean you have to rush to enjoy everything or force yourself to be happy all the time. Rather, it's about cultivating a gentle awareness that life's beauty often hides in the small, seemingly insignificant details. Maybe it's the way sunlight catches the edge of a leaf, the softness of a friend's voice, or the quiet steadiness of your own heartbeat. These are the threads that, when woven together, create a tapestry rich with meaning and wonder. And when you start to notice these details, you're also nurturing a deeper connection to yourself. You begin to see your own life not as a series of isolated moments, but as a flowing story, each chapter building on the last, full of lessons and discovery. This perspective invites compassion for your past choices and kindness toward your present self, recognizing that you've always been doing your best with the wisdom you had at the time. Sometimes, this means forgiving yourself for mistakes or regrets that weigh on your heart. Gratitude can gently open the door to forgiveness, not by ignoring pain or pretending things were perfect, but by acknowledging your humanity and the growth that comes from imperfection. When you allow this forgiveness to blossom, it lightens your burdens and frees you to step forward with a little more ease, a little more grace. And as you practice forgiveness and self-kindness, you might find it easier to extend that same compassion to others. Gratitude has a way of breaking down walls, softening judgment, and reminding you that everyone is navigating their own complex journey. It helps you see beyond surface behaviors to the deeper struggles and joys that shape each person. This awareness can deepen your empathy and inspire acts of kindness that ripple far beyond what you might imagine. In these moments, you become a beacon of light, not because you have all the answers or because your life is perfect, but because you choose to show up with an open heart. Your willingness to be present, to listen, to care. These are powerful expressions of love that nourish both you and those around you. And the more you practice this, the more you realize that kindness and gratitude are intertwined, each feeding the other like roots and branches of the same tree. It's also important to remember that gratitude can be a source of creativity and inspiration. When you shift your focus to what's good and meaningful, you open the door to new ideas, new perspectives, and new ways of being. Maybe you feel inspired to write, to paint, to sing, or to simply dream bigger. This creative energy is a sacred gift, a way for your spirit to express itself and contribute beauty to the world. So, as you move through your days, I encourage you to notice moments when gratitude sparks this creative flame inside you. What small acts of creation or expression bring you joy? How might you nurture that spark and let it grow? If you feel comfortable, share a little about this in the comments. Your experiences can light the way for others who are seeking their own creative connection. And as you explore this creative gratitude, it's natural to encounter moments of doubt or fear. Maybe you worry that your efforts won't be good enough, or that your voice won't be heard. These feelings are part of the human experience, but they don't define you. Gratitude reminds you that your worth isn't tied to external validation or outcome. You are valuable simply because you exist, because you bring your unique light into the world. When fear or doubt arise, try to meet them with curiosity rather than judgment. What are they trying to tell you? Often, these feelings are invitations to grow, to step a little outside your comfort zone, or to slow down and care for yourself more deeply. Gratitude offers a steady hand to hold in these moments, a reminder that you are never alone and that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. And speaking of small steps, I want to invite you now to take a moment and breathe deeply. With me, inhale slowly, feeling the air fill your lungs, and exhale gently, releasing tension and worry. With each breath, imagine gratitude settling more firmly in your heart, like a warm, steady flame that can guide you through whatever comes. Next, if you'd like, share in the comments one small step you're taking toward nurturing gratitude or creativity in your life right now. Your story matters, and your courage can inspire. As you continue this journey, remember that gratitude is not a destination, but a companion. A faithful friend walking beside you through light and shadow, joy and sorrow, certainty and doubt. It invites you to keep your heart open, your hands ready to give and receive, and your spirit willing to embrace the full spectrum of life's experiences. And in this ongoing dance with gratitude, you may begin to notice how your relationships evolve, not because you try to change others, but because you shift within yourself. When you carry gratitude in your heart, you naturally radiate warmth and acceptance. This can soften conflict, deepen understanding, and create space for authentic connection. People are drawn to the light you carry, even on your quietest day. Sometimes, this means reaching out to someone with a simple word of thanks or a gesture of kindness. Other times, it might mean listening deeply without needing to fix or solve anything. Just being present. These moments of genuine connection are sacred threads in the fabric of your life, weaving together stories of love, healing, and hope. And as you nurture these connections, don't forget to celebrate them, big or small. Gratitude loves a good celebration, a chance to pause and honor the gift of togetherness. Maybe it's a smile shared with a stranger, a hug from a friend, or a heartfelt message to someone you appreciate. These acts, born from gratitude, ripple outward in ways you might never fully see, but are always felt. So, I encourage you to keep noticing these moments and to share your experiences when you feel moved. Your stories are powerful reminders that gratitude is alive and thriving in the hearts of many. They create a web of support and inspiration that lifts everyone higher. And as you continue to weave gratitude into your daily life, remember that it can also be a source of healing for wounds that feel old or deep. Sometimes, the hardest part is simply allowing yourself to sit with pain or loss without rushing away or trying to fix it. Gratitude can gently hold space for your grief, your sadness, and your fears, honoring them as part of your journey rather than enemies to be defeated. This kind of gratitude is tender and compassionate, like a soft hand resting on your shoulder. It doesn't demand that you be strong all the time, but encourages you to be real and honest with yourself. In this honesty, healing begins, not because the pain disappears overnight, but because you start to build a new relationship with it, one that includes acceptance and hope. And as you hold this healing gratitude, you may find new strength emerging, strength that's quieter and more enduring than what you might have expected. It's a strength that comes from knowing you have survived difficult times before, and that you are still here, still breathing, still capable of love and joy. This resilience is a beautiful testament to your spirit's capacity to endure and transform. So, my dear one, as you walk this path of gratitude, healing, and connection, remember to be gentle with yourself. Celebrate your progress, however small it may seem. Trust the process, even when it feels slow or uncertain. And know that I am with you every step of the way, holding you in a love that never fades, a presence that never leaves. And as you breathe in this truth, feel your heart open just a little more to the endless possibility that gratitude can bring into your life. Possibilities for growth, for joy, for deep and meaningful connection that nourish your soul. Let this be a moment of quiet reflection, a pause to honor just how far you've come, and to invite the next chapter to unfold with grace and courage. And as you sit with this openness, you might begin to notice a subtle shift in how you see yourself. Not as someone who must constantly fix or control everything, but as a beautiful work in progress, unfolding in its own perfect timing. This perspective invites patience and curiosity. Two companions that walk alongside gratitude and healing to create a gentle rhythm in your life. Sometimes, patience feels like an act of surrender, but really, it's an act of trust. A trust in your own unfolding and in the mysterious ways the universe supports you. Trust can be a tender thing when the path ahead feels unclear. Maybe you've been holding tight to plans or expectations, gripping them so tightly that it's hard to feel the breath of possibility around you. Gratitude invites you to loosen that grip just a bit and notice what might happen when you make space for a surprise. What if the detours, the pauses, and even the setbacks are not obstacles, but signs guiding you towards something new and unexpected? What if, in letting go, you find a freedom you didn't know was possible? You don't have to have all the answers right now. In fact, I encourage you to embrace the questions themselves, the wondering, the not knowing, as sacred parts of your journey. There is profound wisdom in the space between certainty and doubt. And it is here that growth often takes root. Gratitude is the gentle light that helps illuminate this space, making it less daunting and more inviting. It's okay to feel vulnerable as you walk this path. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is the courage to be seen as you truly are, with all your imperfections and strengths. When you bring gratitude to your vulnerability, it becomes a bridge rather than a barrier, a way to connect more deeply with yourself and with others. Maybe you find that sharing your authentic story, even in small ways, opens doors to unexpected support and understanding. And speaking of connection, I want to remind you that your presence matters more than you realize. Sometimes, when life feels overwhelming or when you doubt your impact, it's easy to forget that just by being you, by showing up with your unique light, you are a blessing to those around you. Your kindness, your smiles, your willingness to listen, even your moments of struggle, they all weave into the larger tapestry of collective healing and love. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to share in the comments one way you've experienced the power of simply showing up, whether for yourself or someone else. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to keep going, to keep believing in the strength and beauty of their own presence. As you nurture this awareness, you might also notice a growing sense of wonder about the world around you. Gratitude invites you to see life as a continuous unfolding of miracles, both big and small. The way morning light filters through your window, the sound of birdsong, the taste of your favorite meal. Each of these moments holds a spark of the divine. When you pay attention, when you truly savor these experiences, they become gateways back to joy and awe. Joy isn't always loud or exuberant. Sometimes it's the quiet comfort of a deep breath, the soft glow of candlelight, or the feeling of warmth in your chest when you remember a kind word. Gratitude helps you recognize these moments as precious, reminding you that joy is not something to chase, but something to uncover. Patiently and lovingly, within the ordinary flow of your days. And as joy and gratitude grow together, you might find your heart expanding in unexpected ways. You might feel more connected to the people you love, more patient with those who challenge you, and more open to the beauty that exists even in difficult times. This expansion doesn't mean your life will be free from hardship, but it does mean you'll have a new way of relating to it, a way that acknowledges pain without being overwhelmed by it, that holds hope even in uncertainty. In this way, gratitude becomes a form of resilience, a steady flame that can warm you when the world feels cold. And as your resilience strengthens, you might notice a desire to give back, to share your gifts and your light in ways that uplift others. This giving is not about obligation, but about joy. The joy of knowing you have something valuable to offer simply by being who you are. Perhaps you feel drawn to volunteer, to create art that inspires, to listen deeply to a friend in need, or to advocate for a cause close to your heart. Whatever form your giving takes, it is a sacred extension of your gratitude, a way to participate in the beautiful dance of life that connects us all. Remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Small acts of love and kindness ripple outward in ways you may never fully see, but their effects are real and lasting. So, take gentle steps, guided by your heart, and trust that your contributions matter deeply. And as you continue to weave gratitude, presence, and giving into your life, you may also notice how your inner dialogue begins to change. The stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of might soften, becoming more compassionate and encouraging instead of harsh judgments or self-criticism. There's room for understanding and hope. This shift in self-talk is powerful because it shapes your experience of reality. When you speak kindly to yourself, you create a foundation of safety and love from which to grow. Gratitude supports this by helping you notice and appreciate your strengths, your efforts, and your progress, even when it feels small or slow. So keep paying attention to the words you use inside your mind. When you catch yourself being critical, try gently shifting the tone to one of kindness. Imagine how you would speak to a dear friend who is struggling, and offer yourself that same warmth and encouragement. And if you feel moved, please share a phrase or a practice that helps you cultivate kindness toward yourself in the comments. Your insights might be a beacon of light for someone who's learning to be gentle with themselves. As your journey with gratitude deepens, you may also find yourself more attuned to the rhythms of nature and the cycles of your own life. There is something profoundly healing about aligning with these natural flows, recognizing that just as seasons change, so do your mood, your need, and your energy. This awareness can help you be more patient with yourself during times of rest or difficulty, knowing that these seasons are necessary for growth. It can also inspire you to celebrate the vibrant, abundant seasons when you feel energized and creative. By embracing these cycles, you cultivate a harmony within yourself that echoes the harmony of the world around you. Gratitude becomes a song you sing in tune with life's unfolding, a melody that carries you forward with grace and acceptance. And in this harmony, you may discover a deeper sense of peace. Not a peace that means everything is perfect, but a peace that holds space for all of your experiences, welcoming them with open arms. This peace is a refuge you can return to again and again. A gentle reminder that no matter what arises, you are held, you are loved, and you are enough. So, as you rest in this peace, feel free to take a moment to breathe deeply once more. Inhale the love that surrounds you. Exhale any lingering tension. And know that this moment is a gift, a sacred pause in the beautiful, unfolding story of your life. And as you hold this space, you might begin to wonder what new insights or feelings are coming to the surface for you right now. What parts of your heart are ready to be seen, to be heard, to be embraced? What whispers of your soul are asking for attention? These questions are gentle invitations to continue your journey with curiosity and openness, knowing that you are never alone in walking this path. I am here with you, always ready to support you with infinite love and wisdom. And as you listen to these whispers, you might also feel a growing desire to share your gratitude with the world in ways that feel authentic and meaningful to you. What small acts, words, or creations might express the gratitude swelling within your heart. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Only your way, guided by your unique spirit and the love that flows through you. Whether it's a smile to a stranger, a note of thanks to someone who has helped you, or a quiet moment of reflection, each expression is a precious thread in the tapestry of connection and healing. And as you consider this, remember that every step you take toward living with gratitude is a step toward greater joy, peace, and love in your life. There is no need to rush or force anything. Simply trust the unfolding and honor your own pace. So, my dear one, as you continue to walk this path with an open heart, I invite you to notice one small way you can express your gratitude today. It might be something simple, a kind word, a moment of stillness, a creative spark. Whatever it is, let it be a gift you give yourself and the world. And if you feel moved to share, please leave a comment letting me and others know what gratitude looks like for you right now. Your voice is a light that brightens the way for many. And as you rest in this knowing, ready to embrace whatever comes next with grace, remember that the journey of gratitude is endless, unfolding with each breath and each moment of presence. It is a dance of love that invites you to keep moving, keep growing, and keep shining your beautiful light. Because you are deeply loved, always seen, and forever held. And as you carry this deep knowing with you, I want you to feel the gentle power of your own breath, the simple rhythm that connects you to this moment, to life itself. Breathing is a sacred thread weaving through your days, a reminder that no matter what happens, you always have this anchor, this sanctuary inside you. When the world feels overwhelming or your heart heavy, come back to your breath. Let it soothe you, steady you, and remind you that you are here, alive and precious. Inhale slowly, feeling the coolness as it enters your body. Exhale fully, letting go of tension or worry. This breath is a gift you give yourself again and again, a signal to your soul that you are safe, you are cared for, and you are worthy of love. Sometimes, just noticing your breath is enough to shift your perspective, to open a window where fresh air and new possibilities can flow in. And speaking of possibilities, I invite you to imagine your life as a vast, open landscape, one that stretches beyond what you can see right now. In this landscape, there are countless paths, some familiar and well-trodden, others wild and waiting to be explored. You don't need to choose a path all at once. You can simply stand in this open space, feeling the sun on your face, the breeze on your skin, and the earth steady beneath your feet. This moment of openness is a sacred pause, a chance to breathe into the mystery of what's next without pressure or fear. It's a reminder that life is not a problem to solve, but a journey to be lived, with curiosity and wonder. And in this openness, gratitude becomes your companion, helping you notice the beauty in the unknown and the magic in the unfolding. Sometimes, the unknown can feel like a shadow, a place where fear or doubt lurk. But what if you could invite those feelings in with kindness, as you would a hesitant friend? What if you could offer them a seat beside you, acknowledge their presence without letting them take over? This act of acceptance doesn't mean you have to like the fears or worry. It just means you're willing to hold them with compassion, giving yourself space to feel and heal. When you practice this gentle acceptance, you create a container where healing can happen naturally. You allow yourself to be whole, not perfect. Not thick, but beautifully human. And in this wholeness, gratitude shines even brighter, illuminating the parts of you that have been waiting for love and attention. You might notice that as this gratitude grows, your sense of connection deepens, not just with others, but with the world around you, with the unseen forces that guide and support you. This connection is like a web of light that links you to all of creation, reminding you that you are never truly alone. Every act of kindness, every moment of presence, every breath of gratitude strengthens this web, weaving a tapestry of love that holds us all. And in this tapestry, your unique thread is essential. There is no one else who brings exactly what you bring: your perspective, your gifts, your story. Your presence adds color, texture, and depth to the whole. So when you hesitate or doubt your worth, remember this: the world needs your light, your voice, your love. You matter in ways that ripple far beyond what you can see. If you feel comfortable, I invite you now to share in the comments one small way you've noticed your own light shining recently. Maybe it was a moment of courage, a kind word you offered, or simply being present with yourself during a hard time. Your story can inspire and uplift others who are walking their own path. And as you reflect on your light, you might also feel a gentle invitation to nurture your spirit with practices that bring you joy and peace. This could be anything that helps you reconnect with your heart, time in nature, creative expression, quiet meditation, movement, or laughter with loved ones. These moments are not indulgences. They are essential acts of self-love that replenish your soul and deepen your gratitude. Sometimes, life's demands make it hard to prioritize these nurturing practices. But remember that caring for yourself is the foundation for all other giving. When you are nourished and grounded, your capacity to love and serve expands naturally. So even small acts like lighting a candle, savoring a cup of tea, or listening to your favorite music can become powerful rituals that honor your sacredness. And as you weave these acts of self-care into your days, you might begin to notice subtle shifts: a lightness in your step, a softness in your gait, a quiet confidence that grows from within. These shifts are signs that gratitude is blossoming in your heart, transforming how you experience yourself and the world. Gratitude also invites you to celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems. Sometimes we look only at what's left to do or where we've fallen short, but I want you to pause and honor how far you've come. Each step, each effort, each moment of choosing love over fear is a victory. These victories build upon each other, creating a foundation of hope and strength that supports you through challenges. And as you celebrate your journey, you might also find yourself more willing to forgive, both yourself and others. Forgiveness is a gift you give to your heart, freeing it from burdens that weigh you down. It doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harm. It means releasing the grip of resentment so you can move forward lighter and freer. When forgiveness is paired with gratitude, it becomes a transformative force. You begin to see the lessons in your experiences, the growth that comes from pain, and the resilience that emerges through healing. This perspective doesn't erase difficulty, but it softens its impact, allowing you to hold your story with compassion and grace. And as you carry this grace forward, you might notice a growing desire to live more authentically, aligned with your values, your passions, and your truth. Authenticity is a beautiful expression of gratitude because it honors the unique essence of who you are. It invites you to step into your light fully, without apology or fear. Living authentically can sometimes feel vulnerable. But remember, vulnerability is the birthplace of connection and courage. When you show up as your true self, you create space for others to do the same. Together, you build communities of trust, understanding, and love. Places where healing and growth flourish. And so, my dear one, as you continue this journey, I encourage you to embrace each moment as an opportunity. To breathe deeply, to open your heart, to extend kindness to yourself and others, and to celebrate the beautiful unfolding of your life. Notice how gratitude gently shifts your perspective, turning ordinary moments into sacred experiences filled with meaning and love. If you feel moved, please share in the comments a simple practice or moment of gratitude that has touched your heart recently. Your words may be the light that helps someone else remember their own worth and beauty. And as you rest in this feeling of connection and possibility, know that each breath you take is a new beginning, a fresh invitation to live with openness and love, ready to meet whatever comes next with a heart wide open and a spirit that shines bright. And as you hold this openness within you, it's important to remember that growth doesn't always follow a straight path. Sometimes it feels like you're moving forward, and other times it might seem like you're stepping back or standing still. That's okay. This is the dance of life. The ebb and flow where each movement, no matter how small, carries meaning. Even in moments that feel like setbacks, there are seeds being planted beneath the surface, quietly preparing for a bloom that will come in its own perfect time. You might notice that life offers you invitations disguised as challenges. These moments ask you to pause, to look deeper, and to choose how you respond. You have more strength and resilience than you realize, even when it feels hidden beneath layers of doubt or fatigue. Trust that this strength is always there, waiting patiently for you to call upon it. Like an old friend ready to walk alongside you. When you feel overwhelmed, try gently reminding yourself that you don't have to carry everything at once. Sometimes, the greatest act of courage is asking for help or simply taking a break. There's no shame in needing rest, no weakness in admitting that you can't do it all. In fact, recognizing your limits and honoring them is a profound way to love yourself. It's saying, I am worthy of care and compassion, just as I am. And as you practice this kindness toward yourself, you might begin to notice a shift in how you relate to others. Compassion begets compassion. the more you nurture yourself with patience and understanding, the more naturally these qualities flow outward, touching the lives of those around you. You become a beacon of gentle light, inviting others to soften their own hearts and find peace amidst life's storm. It's also okay to feel a mix of emotion: joy and sadness, hope and fear, excitement and uncertainty, all at once. Emotions are not enemies to be conquered, but messengers to be heard. When you allow yourself to fully experience your feelings without judgment, you create space for healing and clarity. This openness deepens your connection to yourself, helping you navigate life's complexities with greater ease and grace. In this spirit of openness, I encourage you to cultivate moments of stillness throughout your day. Even brief pauses, like a few breaths before answering a question, a moment of silence before a meal, or a single step taken with full awareness, can ground you in the present and remind you of your inner sanctuary. These small acts are powerful. They anchor you in the here and now, where life is truly lived and where your spirit can rest. And as you become more attuned to these moments, you may notice that gratitude naturally arises, not just for the grand or obvious blessings, but also for the quiet, everyday gifts: the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of laughter, the taste of your favorite food, the feeling of your feet on the earth. Gratitude becomes a lens through which you see the world, revealing beauty even in places you may have overlooked before. Sometimes you might find it helpful to keep a gratitude journal or simply jot down a few things each day that bring a smile to your heart. This practice doesn't have to be elaborate or time-consuming. It's about creating a gentle habit of noticing and appreciating life's goodness. Over time, these small acknowledgments build a reservoir of joy and hope to draw from when times feel tough. And speaking of joy, I want to remind you that joy is not a distant destination, but a companion you can invite into your life right now. It's in the way a child's eyes light up, in the soft touch of a loved one, in the melody of a favorite song. Joy often lives in the little things, waiting quietly for you to notice and embrace it. When you allow yourself to experience joy fully, you connect with the part of you that is endlessly creative, curious, and alive. As you nurture this joyful spirit, you might find yourself more willing to take gentle risks, trying new things, speaking your truth, reaching out to others in kindness. These acts, no matter their size, are expressions of your courage and your desire to live fully. They remind you that your life is a precious gift, one to be celebrated and shared. And in sharing, there is a beautiful reciprocity. When you open your heart to others, you invite them to do the same. Together, you create a circle of support and love, a community that uplifts and strengthens each member. This sense of belonging is a vital nourishment for the soul, reminding you that you are part of something greater, something enduring and sacred. Sometimes you may wonder if your efforts make a difference, if your love reaches beyond yourself. I assure you, it does. Every smile, every kind word, every moment of presence sends ripples through the fabric of life. Your light touches more lives than you know, creating waves of healing and hope that extend far beyond your immediate sight. So, as you continue to walk your path, I invite you to carry this truth close to your heart. You are enough just as you are. You don't have to prove your worth or earn your place in this world. Your existence is a blessing, your presence a gift. Let this understanding be a balm to your soul on days when you feel uncertain or weary. And when you find yourself struggling to believe this, reach out. Whether through prayer, conversation, or simply pausing to breathe. And remember that you are deeply loved. You are held in the tender embrace of life itself, cared for beyond measure. If you feel moved, please share in the comments one thing you love about yourself or a moment when you felt truly seen and valued. Your words can be a beacon of light for someone else who needs to hear that they matter. And as you rest in this knowing, allow yourself to dream, not just about what you want to achieve or acquire, but about how you want to feel, how you want to show up in the world, and who you want to become. These dreams are the seeds of your future, planted in the fertile soil of your heart, ready to grow in their own perfect time. Remember, there is no rush. Life unfolds at its own pace, and you are exactly where you need to be. Trust in this process, and trust in yourself. You have everything within you to navigate whatever comes next with grace and love. And as you continue to breathe in this truth, noticing the steady rhythm that connects you to the present moment and to the vastness of life, know that each breath is an invitation to step more fully into your light, with courage and kindness guiding your way. And as you deepen into this rhythm, this steady unfolding of life, you might begin to notice something beautiful. The way your heart opens just a bit more each day, like a flower greeting the morning sun. This openness is not a sign of vulnerability alone, but a testament to your bravery, your willingness to be seen and to see others with tenderness. It's a sacred space where healing begins, where old wounds soften and new possibilities take root. In this space, you can allow yourself to be imperfect, messy, uncertain, and wonderfully human, knowing that you are still whole and worthy. Perfection is not the goal, authenticity is. When you show up as your true self, without masks or pretenses, you invite others to do the same. This creates a ripple effect of genuine connection and mutual understanding that nourishes everyone involved. You might find that some days are easier than others to hold this openness. That's natural. Life has its seasons and cycles, and your emotions, energy, and focus will ebb and flow with them. On tougher days, be gentle with yourself. Remember that even in moments when your light feels dim, it is never extinguished. It simply rests, gathering strength for the next time it shines. And in those quiet moments of rest, you are still growing. Like roots stretching beneath the earth, unseen but vital, your inner work continues. Trust in this hidden growth, knowing that it's preparing you for the next chapter of your journey. Sometimes, the most profound transformations happen away from the spotlight. In the stillness, where you learn to trust life's timing. As you cultivate patience with yourself and your path, you also nurture a deeper sense of peace. This peace isn't about having no challenges or discomfort, but about finding a steady center within yourself, a calm harbor in the midst of any storm. You carry this harbor wherever you go, a sanctuary you can return to simply by breathing and grounding into your own presence. It's also important to remember that you are not alone in that. Even when it feels like you are walking a solitary path, there are countless others whose hearts are beating in rhythm with yours. You share a collective journey, woven together by threads of love, hope, and a yearning for meaning. This shared experience connects you to the vast tapestry of humanity, reminding you that your story matters deeply. Sometimes, reaching out and sharing your story can be a powerful act of courage and healing. When you open your heart and speak your truth, you create space for others to do the same. This exchange is a gift, a bridge that brings souls closer and fosters compassion and understanding. If you feel comfortable, consider sharing one small truth about your journey in the comments below. Your words might be the light someone else needs to keep moving forward. And as you listen to others' stories, may you find inspiration and solidarity. Each person's path is unique, but the threads of love, struggle, and growth weave us all together. This community of shared humanity is a wellspring of strength, reminding you that together you are resilient and capable of facing whatever comes. In this spirit of connection, I encourage you to practice kindness, not only toward yourself, but also toward those around you. Small acts of kindness ripple outward in ways you may never fully see. A smile, a listening ear, a gentle word can change the course of someone's day, planting seeds of hope and healing. These acts, though simple, are profound expressions of the love that flows through you. And as you offer kindness, be open to receiving it as well. Sometimes, receiving is an act of courage too. Allowing others to support and uplift you is a beautiful way of honoring the interconnectedness of all being. You deserve kindness and care, just as much as anyone else. Remember, your journey is not just about reaching a destination, but about embracing the richness of each moment along the way. Life is an ongoing dance of learning, unlearning, and growing. There will be times of quiet reflection and times of joyful celebration, times of challenge and times of rest. Each phase holds its own gift, its own lessons, and its own beauty. As you move forward, keep your heart open to wonder. Notice the small miracles that surround you, the way the wind whispers through the trees, the laughter of a child, the unexpected kindness of a stranger. These moments are reminders of the sacredness woven into everyday life. Invitations to pause and appreciate the magic that often goes unnoticed. And when you feel doubt creeping in, when fear or uncertainty cloud your vision, return to your breath. Let it be your anchor, your reminder that you are alive, here and now. With each breath, you reconnect to the source of your strength and the wellspring of love within you. You are held, you are supported, and you are infinitely cherished. If you're willing, take a moment to reflect and share below one small miracle or moment of wonder you've experienced recently. Celebrating these moments helps us all see the beauty in life's details and keeps our hearts open to joy. As you continue to walk this path with courage and kindness, remember that growth is a journey without a final destination. It is a continuous unfolding of your true self, a dance of light and shadow, strength and vulnerability. You are exactly where you need to be, and every step you take is meaningful. And so, as you breathe in this truth, allow yourself to feel the steady pulse of life moving through you, the endless rhythm of beginnings and endings, of letting go and embracing, of loss and discovery. This rhythm is your companion, a sacred song guiding you onward with gentle insistence and boundless love. And in this sacred song, this pulse that moves through you, there is a gentle invitation to trust more deeply in yourself and in the unfolding of your life. I know sometimes that trust feels fragile, like a delicate thread stretched across a vast sky. But even when that thread trembles, it holds. You hold, because your spirit is resilient beyond measure, woven with the strength of stars and the tenderness of morning dew. So when doubt whispers its weary word, lean into your own hearts, knowing. Remember the times you thought you couldn't go on, yet here you are, still breathing, still seeking, still shining in your unique way. That is no small feat. That is evidence of a fierce, quiet bravery that lives inside you. Celebrate it, cherish it, and let it be the light that guides you when the path seems dim. And oh, how important it is to honor your own rhythm. The world may rush, may demand, may push you to move faster, to do more, to be more. But your soul knows the truth. Growth is not a race. It's a tender unfolding, a gentle blooming that cannot be hurried. So give yourself permission to move at your own pace, to rest when you need to savor the stillness as much as the movement. In these moments of stillness, you are reconnecting with the deepest parts of yourself, the parts that hold your dream, your fears, your hopes, and your infinite capacity to love. This inner sanctuary is always available to you, a refuge where you can come home no matter what storms rage outside. Cultivate this sanctuary with kindness, with patience, and with an open heart. And as you nurture this sacred space within you, may find new clarity emerging. Answers that felt elusive may begin to reveal themselves, not as loud proclamations, but as soft whispers or gentle nudges. These subtle messages come from the wellspring of wisdom inside you, the voice of your soul, speaking in its own tender language. Learn to listen. Learn to trust what you hear. Sometime that trust might mean taking a step into the unknown, a new opportunity, a different way of being, a fresh perspective. It's natural to feel fear or hesitation in these moments. Fear is simply part of the human experience, a sign that you are on the edge of growth. But courage is choosing to move forward anyway, holding your heart steady even when the future is uncertain. And remember, you are never truly alone on these journeys into the unknown. I am always with you, breathing with you, holding you close. In my boundless love, when you feel lost or afraid, reach out, not only to me, but also to those who walk beside you. There are hands ready to hold yours, ears ready to listen, hearts ready to understand. Connection is a powerful balm for the soul, a reminder that together we are stronger. In this spirit, I invite you now to pause and think about a time recently when you stepped into the unknown, when you chose courage over comfort. What did that feel like? What did you learn? If you feel moved, please share a little of that experience in the comments below. Your story might be the encouragement someone needs to take their own brave step forward. As you reflect on this, know that every act of courage, no matter how small, is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your life. With time, these seeds grow into gardens rich with resilience, wisdom, and joy. Sometimes the growth is slow and subtle, almost invisible. Other times, it bursts forth in vibrant colors and fragrant blossoms. Both are beautiful. Both are sacred. And within this garden of your life, there will be seasons of pruning as well. Moments when you need to let go of old beliefs, habits, or relationships that no longer serve your highest good. This letting go can be painful, like shedding leaves in autumn, but it is also necessary, making space for new growth, new light, and new possibilities to emerge. Trust the process of release as much as the process of growth. They are two sides of the same coin, dancing together in the rhythm of life. Sometimes, you may not understand why certain things must fall away. But have faith that what remains or what comes next is exactly what you need for your continued journey. And when you feel the ache of loss or the sting of change, be gentle with yourself. Allow your tears to fall, your heart to grieve, and your spirit to heal. Healing is not linear. It moves in waves, sometimes strong and swift, other times soft and slow. Embrace the flow, knowing that with each wave, you are becoming more whole, more alive, more you. In these moments, lean into the love that surrounds you. From friends, family, the beauty of the world, and yes, from me, always me. Love is the greatest healer, the most powerful force in the universe. It holds you up, wraps you in warmth, and reminds you that you are never less than perfect in your imperfection. And as you open to love, consider how you might share it more freely with others. Sometimes it's in the form of a kind word, a listening presence, or simply being there without judgment. These seemingly small acts ripple outwards, touching lives in ways you may never fully see, but that are deeply felt. So, as you move through your days, carry this love with you, like a quiet song in your heart. Let it inspire your action, soften your judgments, and deepen your connection. Remember that every soul you meet is carrying their own story, their own struggles and joys. Approach them with compassion, knowing that kindness is a universal language that heals and unites. And in this shared journey, may you find joy in the simple things, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of birdsong at dawn, the comfort of a quiet moment alone, or the laughter shared with friends. These are the treasures of life, the gentle reminders that even amidst challenges, beauty and grace abound. As you walk forward, keep your eyes open to these gifts and your heart open to the lessons. Life is a magnificent tapestry, woven from every experience, every emotion, every breath. You are a vital thread in this tapestry, unique and irreplaceable. And so, as you breathe in this truth and feel the love that surrounds you, let your spirit soar with hope, courage, and endless possibility, ready to embrace whatever the next step in your journey may bring. Because, dear one, you are loved beyond measure, and your light is needed now more than ever. And as you continue on this path, may you always remember that each moment is an opportunity to choose love. Love for yourself, love for others, and love for the beautiful unfolding of life itself. And as you carry this love within you, it becomes a wellspring, a source you can always return to when the world feels heavy or your spirit weary. It's like a gentle fire glowing quietly inside, no matter how fierce the winds outside may blow. When you feel that fire flicker, nurture it with kindness. Kindness to yourself, first and foremost. Because you, my dear one, deserve that tenderness, that grace, that unwavering compassion. Sometimes, life's burdens can seem too much to bear alone. In those moments, remember that reaching out is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous act of self-love. Sharing your burdens doesn't diminish you. It lightens the load and creates space for healing. There is strength in vulnerability, and it connects you to others in ways that enrich your soul and theirs. So, if you are carrying something heavy today, I invite you to take a breath and consider who you might turn to. A friend, a family member, or even me. Here in the quiet spaces of your heart. And speaking of quiet spaces, don't underestimate the power of silence. In the stillness, your soul speaks most clearly. The world's noise can drown out your inner voice. But when you pause and simply be, you create a sacred space where truth can rise. This is where intuition lives, where subtle nudges guide you toward what nourishes your spirit and what no longer serves your highest good. Make time for these moments, even if just a few minutes each day, and watch how your life begins to align more deeply with your authentic self. Now, I want to gently remind you that your journey is uniquely yours. It's easy to glance around and compare your path to others, to measure your progress against someone else's milestone. But remember, comparison obscures the beauty of your own unfolding. Your experiences, your timing, your lesson, they are perfectly tailored for you. Like a tree that grows in its own time, reaching toward the sky with branches that tell its story. You too are growing exactly as you should be. Celebrate your journey with all its twists and turns, its highs and lows, its moments of clarity and confusion. Each step is a vital part of your sacred dance of becoming. And speaking of your dance, don't forget to find joy in movement, in expression, in the simple pleasures that bring lightness to your heart. Whether it's a walk in nature, a favorite song that lifts your spirit, or a creative outlet that lets your soul breathe, these moments are gifts. They remind you that life is not just about reaching goals or overcoming challenges, but also about savoring the beauty that surrounds you and the light that shines within you. So, what brings you joy? What little things make your heart smile even on the toughest day? I'd love for you to share one of these in the comments below, so together we can celebrate the simple joys that sustain us all. And as you gather these joys, remember that gratitude is a powerful companion on your journey. It doesn't mean ignoring the hard parts or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it's about acknowledging the gifts that exist, even amid challenges. The lessons learned, the strength gained, the love received. Gratitude opens your heart wider, making space for more blessings to enter. It shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, from fear to trust. Try this each day. Name 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Watch how this practice gently transforms your experience of life. Now, I want to speak to your heart about patience. Not just with the world around you, but especially with yourself. Growth, healing, and change often happen in slow, almost imperceptible ways. There may be days when you feel stuck, frustrated, or unsure if you're making any progress at all. In those moments, be as gentle with yourself as you would with a child learning to walk. Every step, no matter how small, moves you forward. The seeds you've planted are taking root beneath the surface, even if you can't see their growth. Yet, trust in the unseen work happening in your soul. And when you encounter setbacks, remember that they are not failure, but invitations to learn and deepen your wisdom. Sometimes, the path bends unexpectedly, leading you to new insights or directions you might not have considered. Embrace these detours with curiosity rather than resistance. They are part of the intricate tapestry of your life, adding depth and richness to your story. And through them, you cultivate resilience, the ability to bend without breaking, to adapt without losing your essence. In this spirit of resilience, I encourage you to nurture your dream, no matter how big or small. Dreams are the whispers of your soul, the bright sparks that ignite your passion and purpose. They might seem distant or fragile at times, but they are alive within you, waiting to be nurtured with hope and action. Take gentle steps toward them each day, even if it's just a tiny move forward. Celebrate your progress without judgment, knowing that every effort counts. And as you pursue your dreams, remember to balance ambition with rest. Your body, mind, and spirit need time to recuperate and replenish. This balance is not a luxury, but a necessity. When you honor your need for rest, you return to your path with renewed energy, clarity, and joy. So listen to your body's signals, honor your rhythm, and create space for both activity and stillness. And here's something beautiful to hold close. You are a radiant being of light, capable of immense love and transformation. Your presence in this world matters deeply. Never underestimate the ripple effect of your kindness, your courage, your authenticity. You are part of a vast, interconnected web of life, and your light touches others in ways you may never fully realize. So keep shining, keep loving. Keep being you, fully, vulnerably, beautifully. And now, as you take all of this in, I invite you to pause and reflect. What is one gentle step you can take today to nurture your spirit or honor your journey? It might be a moment of quiet, a kind word to yourself, or reaching out to someone who supports you. Whatever it is, know that it matters. Feel free to share that step in the comments below. Your willingness to share may inspire someone else to take their own gentle step forward, creating a chain of love and courage that spans far beyond what you can see. And as you breathe in this truth, remember that every moment is a new opportunity, a fresh beginning wrapped in the mystery of what's yet to come. Your heart knows this, even when your mind wavers. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, growing, learning, and unfolding in your own perfect time. So keep walking forward with love as your guide and hope as your companion, knowing that wherever you go, you are held in the tender embrace of infinite grace. And as you continue to journey, may you always carry this sacred knowing with you, the beautiful truth that you are deeply loved, profoundly worthy, and endlessly capable of creating a life filled with meaning and light. And when you feel the quiet stirrings of your soul calling you toward something new, lean into that invitation with openness and trust. For it is the compass guiding you toward your next chapter. That next chapter is unfolding gently, sometimes in whispers and sometimes in bursts of clarity, like the first light of dawn coloring the sky with hope. You might not see the whole path ahead, and that's perfectly okay. The beauty of your journey lies not in knowing every step, but in trusting your heart enough to take the next one, even when the way is uncertain. Remember, my dear one, that uncertainty is not an enemy, but a space ripe with possibility. A canvas waiting for your unique colors to paint upon it. In those moments when doubt creeps in, when the shadows of fear or hesitation seem to lengthen, I want you to wrap yourself in the warmth of your own courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the choice to move forward despite it. It's the quiet voice inside saying, I will try again, or I will be kind to myself today. That voice is your truest ally, and it's always there, beneath the noise and distraction, ready to be heard when you pause and listen. And speaking of listening, I encourage you to listen deeply to your body, your emotions, and your dream. Your body holds wisdom that often goes unnoticed in the rush of daily life. When you feel tension, restlessness, or fatigue, it's speaking to you, asking for care and attention. When emotions rise, whether joy, sorrow, anger, or peace, they're messengers guiding you toward understanding and healing. Dreams, too, are sacred whispers from your soul, revealing desires and truths that may be hidden beneath your conscious mind. So, create moments of stillness where you can tune in and honor these messages. They are gifts, helping you navigate your path with greater clarity and compassion. Now, I want to remind you about forgiveness, both for others and for yourself. Holding on to resentment or regret can weigh heavily on your heart, like carrying stones in your pockets as you walk. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurt or forgetting what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of bitterness so you can move forward lighter and freer. It's a healing balm that soothes wounds and opens the door to peace. And when it comes to forgiving yourself, be especially gentle. You are human, beautifully imperfect, learning and growing with each experience. Release the harsh judgment and offer yourself the same mercy you would extend to someone you love dearly. This act of kindness can transform your inner world in profound ways that as you practice forgiveness, you might notice a shift, an expansion of your heart that allows more love, joy, and peace to flow in. This expansion isn't always immediate or easy. It's a gradual opening, like a flower blooming after a long winter. Celebrate each small breakthrough, each moment of grace, knowing that you are healing in your own time and rhythm. And here's something important to hold close. You are never alone. Even in the moments when you feel isolated or misunderstood, the love that created you surrounds you and dwells within you. It's in the air you breathe, in the beating of your heart, in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. You are connected to an unbroken chain of love that stretches back through time and reaches forward into eternity. This connection is your anchor and your wing, grounding you while lifting you toward the highest expressions of your being. Sometimes, life will challenge this connection with doubts or fears that make you question your worth or your place in the world. When those moments come, I invite you to return to the truth of your essence, the radiant, unshakable light that you are underneath all the layers of doubt and worry. You are a beloved child of the universe, infinitely precious and perfectly made. No mistake, no flaw, no hardship can ever diminish that truth. And as you hold this truth, remember to extend that same unconditional love outward to others, to the world around you. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, ripple outward in ways you cannot always see. A smile, a word of encouragement, a helping hand. These are seeds planted that will blossom into greater compassion and understanding. Your love creates a web of light that touches lives beyond your immediate circle, weaving a tapestry of hope and healing across the world. So, I encourage you to ask yourself, how might you share your light today? What simple act of love can you offer that will brighten someone's path or ease their burden? Sometimes, the smallest gestures hold the greatest power to transform hearts, including your own. If you feel moved, I invite you to share one way you plan to spread kindness this week in the comments below. Your intention may inspire others and remind us all of the beautiful strength found in caring for one another. And as you continue this dance of giving and receiving love, hold space for your own needs and boundaries. It's okay to say no, to step back, to protect your energy when necessary. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and self-care that allows your love to flow more freely and authentically. It's not selfish. It's an essential part of honoring the sacredness of your own spirit. In this balance of openness and protection, you cultivate a healthy, vibrant heart that can embrace life's joys and sorrows with grace. You become a beacon of light, not because you never face darkness, but because you choose to shine through it with resilience and compassion. And speaking of resilience, I want to remind you that your story is still unfolding. The chapters yet to come hold surprises, growth, and beauty beyond what you can imagine right now. Trust in the process, even when the path seems unclear or the pace slow. Life is not a race, but a sacred journey. And every twist and turn carries meaning and purpose. So, as you move forward from this place of reflection, carry with you the gentle assurance that you are loved beyond measure, supported at every step, and capable of extraordinary things. Your heart is a compass, your spirit a flame, and your life a precious gift to be cherished. And now, as you breathe deeply and settle into this moment of peace, I invite you to hold one question close. What is one way you can nurture the sacred space within you today? A space where your soul feels safe, cherished, and free. Take a moment to fill into that, and if you wish, share your thoughts below so that together we can create a circle of support and inspiration. Know that this sacred space within you is always available, a sanctuary you can return to whenever you need rest, renewal, or clarity. It is the wellspring of your strength, your joy, and your deepest truth. And as you honor this space, you prepare yourself to embrace the unfolding journey ahead with open arms and an open heart. So, my beloved, as you step gently into this day, carry with you the light of these truths and the quiet power of your own beautiful soul. The path before you is alive with possibility, and you are exactly the one to walk it with grace and courage. Let your heart be your guide, your dreams your destination, and your love the endless source that fuels your every step. And here, in this sacred space, I wait with you, always present, always loving, ready to walk beside you through every moment yet to come. The journey continues. The journey continues, my dear one, and with each breath you take, you are weaving threads of light into the vast tapestry of existence. Sometimes you may feel like a small thread, a single note in an endless symphony. But never forget that every thread, every note is essential. Without you, the melody wouldn't be complete. Your presence matters more than you realize, and your light, no matter how soft or bright, makes a difference in ways both seen and unseen. I want you to remember that growth often happens in the quiet spaces between your efforts, in the pauses, the rests, the times when you feel still or even lost. These moments are not empty or wasted. They are the soil where your roots deepen and your spirit gathers strength. When you feel stuck or unsure, trust that beneath the surface, unseen currents of change are moving you forward. Sometimes, it's in surrendering to the unknown that you find the greatest freedom. So, be patient with yourself and with the unfolding of your life. You are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't always feel that way. And while we're on the subject of patience, I want to gently remind you to be patient not only with the process, but with your own heart. Healing, learning, and transformation are not linear. You may take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and that's perfectly natural. There is no rush, no finish line that you must cross to be worthy or complete. Your worth is inherent, unchanging, and radiant, no matter what the calendar says or what the world expects. So, When you stumble or falter, lean into compassion. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend, with kindness, encouragement, and love. It's also important to recognize the power of your thoughts and words. They are like seeds planted in the garden of your mind. Some will blossom into flowers of hope and joy, others may grow into weeds of doubt and fear. You have the ability to tend this garden with care, choosing what to nurture and what to release. When negative thoughts arise, don't fight them harshly or push them away with judgment. Instead, acknowledge them gently, then redirect your focus to what uplifts and grounds you. Affirmations, prayers, or simply quiet moments of gratitude can help shift your perspective and invite peace into your heart. Speaking of gratitude, I invite you to cultivate this beautiful practice daily. Gratitude is a powerful force that transforms ordinary moments into blessings. It opens your heart to the abundance that already exists in your life. Even amid challenges, try to find at least one thing each day to be grateful for. A warm cup of tea, a smile from a stranger, the sound of birdsong, the breath in your lung. These small acknowledgments are like drops of rain nourishing your soul, helping it to bloom with resilience and joy. And as you nurture your spirit with patience, compassion, and gratitude, remember that you are part of a larger whole. You are connected to every living being, to the earth beneath your feet, to the stars above your head, and to the vast web of life that surrounds you. This connection is a source of immense strength and comfort. When you feel alone or overwhelmed, reach out, whether to a friend, a community, or even to the natural world around you. Sharing your heart and your burdens can lighten your load and remind you that you are never truly isolated. In your relationships, I encourage you to practice presence and authenticity. Be willing to show up as your true self with all your imperfections and vulnerability. When you do this, you invite others to do the same, creating spaces of genuine connection and healing. Remember that love is not about perfection or agreement. It is about acceptance, understanding, and the willingness to walk together through life's complexities. If you find conflict or hurt, approach it with a spirit of curiosity rather than judgment. Seek to understand before seeking to be understood. This openness can dissolve walls and build bridges where once there were divides. Now, let's talk about joy, not as something distant or rare, but as a seed within you waiting to be watered. Joy is not the absence of difficulty. It is a deep knowing that light exists even in the darkest time. It can be found in a child's laughter, the beauty of a sunset, the comfort of a hug, or the quiet satisfaction of a job well done. Allow yourself to lean into these moments of joy fully. Let them fill your heart and renew your spirit. You deserve to experience delight and wonder as much as anyone else. And as you embrace joy, also welcome wonder, the sense of awe and curiosity that keeps your spirit young and open. The world is full of mysteries and miracles, big and small, waiting for you to notice. Sometimes, all it takes is a shift in perspective, a pause to really see the colors of a flower, the patterns of the clouds, or the kindness in a stranger. eyes. When you cultivate wonder, you tap into the sacredness of life itself. And your soul sings with gratitude and amazement. I want you to know that your dreams, those glimpses of what might be, are precious gifts. They are the whispers of your soul's deepest desires and calling. Even if they seem distant or impossible right now, hold them gently and nurture them with faith. Take small steps toward them whenever you can, trusting that the universe supports your efforts. Sometimes the path to your dreams will be winding and full of surprises, but each step is meaningful and part of your great unfolding. And in those times when the path feels unclear, remember that you are never walking alone. I am with you, not as a distant observer, but as a loving presence beside you, guiding, supporting, and cheering you on. You can call on me anytime, in your own words or in silence, and I will hear you. Your prayers, your hopes, and even your doubts are precious to me. Never hesitate to reach out, knowing you are deeply loved and held. Before I close this message, I want to invite you into a simple practice. Take a moment now, if you can, to place your hand over your heart. Feel the steady beat, the life within you. Breathe deeply and say softly to yourself, I am loved. I am enough. I am here. Let these words sink into your being, anchoring you in truth and peace. Whenever you feel uncertain or weary, return to this practice. It is a sanctuary you carry with you always. And now, my beloved child, I would love to hear from you. What is one beautiful truth you want to hold on to today? What little light will you carry with you as you step forward? Please share your thought in the comments below, so we can all be reminded of the strength and beauty that lives within each of us. Your voice matters, your story matters, and your light is a blessing to the world. Know that you are cherished beyond words, supported beyond measure, and loved beyond all condition. Walk gently, breathe deeply, love fiercely, and live fully. The journey is yours, and it is wonderful. Amen.